In this blog post, I review public service loan forgiveness, and then I talk about what are the pros and cons of taking part in this program. So let's go through what it actually is, and then what are the pros and cons of actually doing it. So a lot of people assume public service loan forgiveness is it's an automatic, right? Like, why wouldn't you do that? But there can be reasons why you may not try to do that, even if you work in the public service. All right, so this is kind of like a troubled program um, before October 2021. Okay, so many people would apply for this program, and 99% or just the vast majority were denied. Okay, so the U.S. Department of Education, since October 2021, has approved 615,000 borrowers for public service loan forgiveness. So that's 42 billion. So now we actually see it taking place and it's being implemented. All right, and the process has been more refined, streamlined, and so forth. All right, so how do you qualify for public service loan forgiveness? Well, you need to work in a public service job. So what is that? That's federal, state, or local government, or a 501c3 nonprofit organization. You have to work at least 30 hours. You have to work full time. Only federal loans apply, right? So if you have private loans, they will not apply. So you have to have a certain loan type. You have to be on a certain repayment plan, right? It could be income-driven repayment, or it could be the standard 10-year repayment plan, okay? But it has to be on a repayment plan. And all this can be found, all this information, at studentaid.gov, right? It'll tell you what program to qualify for. Time late payments. You have to make 120 time late payments to your student loans. So that's 10 years. So don't think about 10 years, think of 120 payments. Okay, because you could stop for a period, say you work in the private sector, it has to be 120 timely payments. And you have to have certification. You must submit an employment certification form annually or whenever you change jobs so they know you work in public service. And you must apply, so it's not automatic. It doesn't just appear, you actually have to apply for it, right? And there's a lot of verification, and the process isn't really quick. It takes a while for them to verify and so forth. All right, so what are the pros of public service loan forgiveness? Well, the big one is there's debt relief, right? After 120 qualified timely payments, the remaining amount of the student loan is forgiven. So for someone in pharmacy, veterinary medicine, or just medicine in general, who have hundreds of thousands of dollars in student loans, this can be a really attractive program. Okay, so debt relief is a big thing. The whole purpose of it was to incentivize working in the public service, right? That's what it's for, essentially. You want to attract candidates to the public service. They have these loans. They're professionals like lawyers, doctors, and so forth. How do you do that? You offer public service loan forgiveness. So that was the purpose of it, right? So people that want to work in the public service, this is a great program. All right, I wouldn't necessarily work in it just to get this program. So think of it, if it's your passion, it's great. Flexible payments. The program allows for much flexibility in types of payments. It could be income driven, standard payment, and so forth. And then the last pro is tax-free loan forgiveness. So with private loans, if you get canceled, the actual amount canceled is taxable income. With the PSLF, it is tax-free, so that's a great benefit as well. There are some cons of public service loan forgiveness. It's really complex, right? The eligibility requirements are complex. The process is complex, right? So that's a major con. Only federal loans apply, so private loans do not apply. Okay, you have to be federal loans, so be very careful refinancing with a private loan if you want to take advantage of this. You won't be able to after if you put in a private loan. So a long timeline for forgiveness takes 10 years. So it's not a short period. It's 10 full years, 120 payments. There's uncertainty and limited funding, right? There's another thing is that we don't know what the future will hold, right? So you could be planning on working the public service, and then you're going to plan on public service loan forgiveness. They might change the rules and so forth. There's uncertainty of it. There's a lack of job mobility. This is a big thing, is that you could get offers in the private sector. It could be double what you get paid in the public sector, but you feel like you're locked in to this job in the public service. Okay, so that's another major factor. All right, so I kind of look at public service loan forgiveness as if you have this passion to serve, you want to work in the public service, either academia or government or nonprofit, it's an excellent program, right? So it's an excellent program that you should take advantage of. But I wouldn't necessarily use this program if you have this passion to work in the private sector, right? So potentially you can make more income and then pay off your loans faster. So instead of waiting 10 years, you can pay them off in like three years and then do other things with your money. So I don't think this is a slam dunk. So you need to really talk to someone and then learn about what is the best for my situation. Should I do public service or not do public service? All right, hope you found this blog post helpful. Reach out to me if I can be of service looking at your student loans. Take care.